Hello everyone, and welcome to Changeling Gaming. Today, I'm teaching you how to play Codenames. Codenames is a level 1 pick up and play party game for 4 or more players that averages 30 to 45 minutes to play. In Codenames, we play as opposing intelligence organizations trying to find our operatives by their codenames before our opponents are able to do the same. Our communications must be limited though, and so the spy masters need to be quite deliberate about their clues in guiding the rest of their team to the appropriate individuals. Setup. Shuffle up the word tiles, and then lay them out in a 5x5 grid with all the words facing the same direction. Split out the tokens into piles based on their colors and place them near the spy masters, leaving the double agent separate. One team will use the red tokens, and the other will use the blue tokens. Finally, grab the little plastic stand and draw a key card that only the spy masters can see it. Put it into the stand and prepare to play. Whichever team's colored lights are present around the outside of the card takes the double agent as a member of their team and goes first. This team will have an extra agent to find amongst those hidden on the board. How to play. On each team's turn, their spy master will give out a clue phrased as a single word and a number. The word is a hint at which cards are their team's codenamed agents, and the number indicates how many cards that clue relates to. The spy master is not normally allowed to say anything else, though we'll get into a few minor exceptions later. The rest of the team will then discuss what words they believe their spy master is pointing them towards, touching any cards or verbally confirming their decisions with the spy master to lock in their guesses. The spy master references the key card and places a tile of the appropriate color on that space. If they guess correctly, they can continue guessing until they reach a number of clues equal to the number given by the spy master for the round +1. They can go back to guess their old clues at any time, but the moment they accidentally make contact with an opposing agent or a clueless civilian, their turn comes to an end and play reverts to the other team. If they accidentally guess the black card, then they have made contact with the assassin, and their team loses immediately. The first team to find all of their team's agents without accidentally contacting the assassin wins the game. Some additional notes about legal clues from your spy master. The clue must be based on the meanings of the words, so you couldn't use F3 or 4-3 to guide players towards fall, foot, and fair. But you can use the letters and numbers if they're based on the meaning, like X1 as a clue for ray, or 3-2 as a clue for strike and triangle. The clue cannot contain, be contained, or be a different form of another word somewhere on the board. So if superhero is a word on the board, then super, hero, heroic, and anti-hero are illegal clues. You cannot use a number as an additional clue, i.e. giving the clue medic 4 in order to indicate ambulance and square. The clue must be in the language you are all playing in. The spelling of a word matters, especially in a language full of homonyms like English, so the spy master should spell out a clue when players ask them to. That said, words that are spelled the same are considered to be the same, regardless of pronunciation. All that being said, the point of the game is to have fun, so don't be too strict, and ask your fellow spy master if you're unsure of a particular clue. There are a number of flexible rules that are called out for this reason that players may choose to enforce or relax around. For instance, some compound words might actually be written as multiple individual words. Proper names can include the whole name if players allow, like the title of a movie or book, and acronyms and abbreviations are all technically multiple words, but can be allowed if your group likes. The goal is to be consistent with the group you're playing with, and generally have some fun without being too stringent. Advanced clue-giving techniques. You can give a clue for infinity, removing the limit on the number of guesses, though being a little unclear as to the exact number of tiles referenced by the single word clue before it. This is usually used at the end of the game so that the team can guess through all their old clues before the rival team gets another turn. You can also give a clue for 0, essentially indicating to stay away from whatever your single word is pointing towards. When you give a clue for 0, there is also no limit to the number of guesses your team can make. Now go out there and be deviously clever little spies and spy masters, working together in the secret shadows to overcome your rivals and be the undisputed masters of discretion. Until the next round, that is. If you have any questions about the game, feel free to post them in the comments below, or take a look to see if someone else has already answered down there, and be sure to thank them if they have. Meanwhile, if you want to see us play the game, our gameplay video is available here. And if you want to learn how to play more games, check out our playlist here. And remember, keep changing, keep gaming, have fun.